Hi everyone, it's Sarah. It is Thursday, September 25th, 2019, and this is this week's edition of the Scary Fan Party Report. So this last weekend, Scary Pool Party played to fans at Life is Beautiful in Las Vegas, Nevada. Katie Kern was in attendance along with several other group members from around the Alleyverse. And I just want to thank her for letting me use her footage for this podcast. I appreciate it. So most of the concert footage here is on Scary Pool Party Worldwide. I did want to talk for a minute about Heartstorm. For me, it was like almost hearing it for the first time. I thought the arrangement was amazing. The guitar was amazing. Shout out to Max. His voice was amazing. Did I mention that it was amazing? Because, oh my God, I hope that's on the album. Heartstorm, I love that song. I have to say, it was not, it was one of my, 20 favorites that I always joke about. But now, hearing the arrangement with the guitars and the drums, it just hit me in a whole new way at Life is Beautiful. So it is climbing up my chart of favorites really, really quickly. I absolutely loved it. I thought this was the best his voice has ever sounded in concert. One, because they got the adjustment on the volumes right, so the drums were not drowning out his voice, and you could hear him on every single song. Some people had some criticism about Alone, Beneath the Skin. However, if you listen to the original version of Beneath the Skin, his voice was always underplayed on the audio under the piano. I hope that's explaining it correctly. So I thought it sounded exactly like the original did, and I thought that he did that on purpose. There's been a lot of discussion between me and some of the other people in the Alleyverse about whether he does underplay his voice at times to put a focus on the music, and I think that's absolutely true, especially with Beneath the Skin. I think it was intended that his voice would kind of be under the music instead of featured in the music. So that's just me. I'm not really sure. To all the band members, though, I thought that was the best set you played. It was super understandable. I love that I could hear his music. I love that I could hear the drums, and the guitar riffs were amazing. In fact, when I was listening to it, all I kept saying is, oh my gosh, the guitar is insane on this song. So I really, really loved it. Later that day, he played an acoustic set at the Toyota Music Stage. And of course that went over really, really well. Fans really love his acoustic music. He has a huge contingency of fans as well that love to hear him play that. I'm also a fan of his acoustic music. I just like all of his music, so I don't limit it to just one subset of his music. He did play one of my favorite songs from Instagram, and I'm just calling it Baby I Swear That I'm Falling. But I'm not sure that's the name of it. I'm not sure that it even has a name at this point. But it is one of my absolute favorite songs. And I do mean that. I think it's in my top 3 favorite songs of all time from him. I was so happy that he played that at that concert. If you want to see the streams, I've had a lot of questions about this. A lot of people emailing me and messaging me about where I had somebody call me at the radio station the other day. If you want to watch the live streams of his concerts, Scary Pool Party Worldwide does usually have live streams, or at least clips from his concerts. They do not share them for the most part in the Alleyverse widely. I don't know if that's a purposeful decision. I feel like it is, but I know that he hates having his stuff disseminated on social media all the time, so it's basically for the fans. If you want to, check out that concert, though, that's where I saw it. It was on Scary Pool Party Worldwide.
dancing, y'all. People say every word from my mouth.
He did before that make a joke about his muffin top, which started a slew of GIFs on Facebook, and I think it is GIFs versus GIFs. That was also a GIF on Facebook. I think muffin tops are going to be a thing now. It was an entire day's worth of muffin pictures and GIFs or GIFs, and some of the memes were adorable, just like him. And my favorites, of course, were the picture of the product. I don't even know. I'm so looking for that product. And then also the Muffin Man one, which is from a Disney movie. I love that. The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. So one thing's for sure, his fans, including me, are completely okay with it. So you can keep the muffin top. We're okay. At this concert in particular, I did like that he made a point of connecting with his fans. I think we really needed that. I think he was super funny, and he's always genuine. So, that's never an issue. I think whether he's mad or frustrated or sad, I think that he's always who he is in real life. I do appreciate the fact that he kind of reached out to the fans, though. I feel like we're in a period of calm right now, and I really enjoy that. We didn't lose as many followers on Instagram this week. And I thoroughly loved his performances, both of them, at Life is Beautiful. Someone posted a festival that scaryFANparty is playing at this coming weekend in Venice, California. He's appearing from 4 to 4:30 at the Abbot Kinney Festival. They said there was an article as well this week saying he was the most popular person or well-known person that's playing there. It looks like a really small festival. I wish I could go. It's my birthday. However, I need to work, so I will not be able to make it, unfortunately, again. But I'm sure everybody will have a great time. Hopefully somebody from the Alaverse will get a stream for scaryFANparty Worldwide. That would be amazing. And I know that the fans that can't go would really appreciate that. Also coming up next weekend is ACL in Austin, Texas. So he is appearing on October 4th, I believe. I didn't check that before I started. He's also doing a radio show. It doesn't say whether he's doing it the 4th or the 5th, but it's on aclradio.com. I'll put the link in the messages below so that you can find it. There's no specific time for him, though. I think they're doing that on purpose just to get their listenership up. I don't blame them. It's kind of hard. Radio is radio, But I will put the link below for more information. I'll try to remember to put a card above in this video for it. He only posted once this week, but hey, he posted, and I'm not complaining. He just thanked Life is Beautiful for letting them appear there. I think the fans, try to show some love to the festivals that he's at. They comment on the things. They follow people. So I think our fans are awesome. I think that his fans are so amazing, and they do so much, and they try to get music out there. I mean, we work really hard. I have a 2-hour radio show just playing scaryFANparty. So it's super exciting when he gets to do festivals like this for us. We love him. I'm sure that, people may think of us as stans, but that's okay. We're okay with that. We've actually adopted it, right? We're not homies, we're stans now. Actually, I still think we're homies, but whatever. So the fans seem to be very understanding right now that he is probably in the studio, he's working on music, he's practicing for the fall tour, he has an album coming out. I mean, this guy has so much going on. You can hardly fault him for not posting on Instagram every single day. I do appreciate when he does post, though, because it just lets us know that he's kind of still there. And maybe he's found a good balance with it. Honestly, I'd rather him post once a week and be happy than post every day and not be happy. So do whatever you need to do, Scary. We're still going to be here. As far as his social media this week, Instagram was down 1,000. That's really nice to see at this point. We did not lose a massive amount of fans this week. Nothing controversial happened. In fact, I thought at Life is Beautiful, he made a point of like pointing out the fans and thanking them and making sure that the fans knew that, you know, he was appreciative of them. And I think that's important. Like, sometimes it's just not easy to tell where his frustration is directed at. I've said that before. I don't think it's purposeful. I just think he's honest. And sometimes you have bad days. I know I do. I was emotional last night, you know, so it happens. And I think that he's a really honest guy. So Instagram was down 1,000 at 729,000. Seems to be slowing down a lot now. So I'm looking for that number to slow down even more and then start going positive, as I predicted by the fall tour. Twitter stayed even, 67,800. Facebook was up a little bit. It was marginal, but it was up. I'd love to see more people follow him on Facebook. I don't know what the deal is, but he has about 3,500 followers on Facebook. We have like 12,000 in the group, so you would think at least those people would follow him. As far as YouTube was up a little bit. As I said last week, they changed the way they calculate the numbers, so you can't see exactly how many people were following him, but he is up to 109,000 estimated. I'm sure it's a little over that. Which is good to see. I'm a huge fan of YouTube. I think it's going to be super important to him. I've said that before. The big surprise on YouTube this week, and remember last week when I said that, you know, Cholo Love and Tonight kind of trade weeks, right? So this is Cholo Love's week. It was up 13,000 views this week. So it was definitely the top, followed by Tonight. And there was another big one. Poison was up a lot this week too, which doesn't always happen. And he did, other thing worth noting, he did take down the 10 years version, the kind of trippy version that he put up. He took that down. It was up last week. He took it down. I did record it, so I have it to play on the show. But that is down, so you can't get that right now. He's kind of like Disney marketing-wise, right? He releases a little bit at a time and then takes it away for 10 years and then puts it out again. It's brilliant marketing. It keeps people interested, too. Spotify was down this week, a little less than last week. It was down over average to 133,385. Everything else went up actually more this week on average. Out Loud was up about 68,000. 10 Years was up about 29,000 views. Fading Away was up about 26,000, 27,000. Tonight was up about 23,000. And Cholo Love, the Super Scary Mix, was up 17,000. The interesting thing about the Super Scary Mix on Spotify is that on this channel, it does really, really well. It has, 271,000 listens, whereas on his YouTube channel, it only has 41,000. It has more on Spotify than the regular version of Cholo Love has on YouTube, which I find fascinating how people listen to the music. So, I don't know what that's about. I wonder if featuring one song on one channel will cause it to do better because that's where they can go to listen to it. Might be a strategy, I don't know. SoundCloud's always the same. But Spotify and YouTube are definitely an interesting thing to watch as far as how the numbers go from week to week. On SoundCloud, he was up a little bit. This channel is very predictable, right? So he's always up a little bit every week with followers. Out Loud was up the most, and everything else went back to its normal levels. Last week there was an increase on average over previous weeks, but this week it's back down to where it usually is. And they all gain modestly, but they all gain. So that's it for the Scary Fan Party report this week. All in all, it was a great week. I love seeing the footage from Life is Beautiful. We did get a shout out from Speaks Geek on the radio show. That was amazing. I'm going to start doing a segment on the radio show called Scary Pool Party and Friends. And we are going to play Little Narnia. We're going to play Twin Shadow. I'm still looking for a song by Speaks that doesn't have cursing in it. I just can't have anything with any cursing on the air. So, if you want to suggest songs on the Scary Pool Party Worldwide post, then please do that. I will be happy to play it. Or send me a message. That's totally fine, too. I just don't always get to everything right away. We are doing a podcast tonight, I believe. We were going to do it Tuesday, but things came up. I think we're going to record a podcast tonight on Life is Beautiful and just some upcoming things, and we're going to talk about the album and some of the music and some of the performances at Life is Beautiful. So make sure you turn into that next Friday. That will be out next Friday, not this Friday. We are bi-weekly podcast. I just have a lot going on, so that's about all I can do. And that's it for this edition of the Scary Fan Party Report. Have a great week, everybody. Do some good in the world. Bye!